Yo,
What's going on, bro?
ain't nothing cooling. What's up with
Damn,
you?
we just started. You already fucking up and shit.
Man, it's live, live TV or
yeah.
live radio. This would be radio technically.
Yeah, bro, we gonna get the little video Jones, man. What happened to that?
Well, my cameras, which I don't have access to, it would have been way more like convenient to record, but we can use the other cameras, but we would have to stop frequently.
Yeah, obviously. So yeah, that'll be a hassle. So
And then we have long-winded Mark. You know what I'm saying?
who we don't have today?
Yeah, he's not here today, y'all. Sorry.
You don't get the D voice.
Yeah.
You don't get that.
Yeah. So we would have to get like super structure anyway. We was to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
But I kind of feel like this way works.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
So
I mean, 'cause not all the time people gonna look at it, like sit there and watch a podcast. They'll just sit there and just listen for the majority of it.
yeah, and plus people be at work
Yeah.
or driving.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want nobody crashing their cars.
Yeah.
Because there are some dumb motherfuckers that'll try that.
And it's really just like you don't really have to see technically, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
if you can hear, we're not going to be doing nothing but just performing said words.
Yeah. I mean, we do a lot of like technical performing of words, but I mean, there's nothing like too elaborate as to where it needs to be completely on camera or encapsulated on the film. It's like, come on, bro.
Unless I just want to see what the basement looks like, which a lot of people probably already know.
Yeah.
From various other videos and.
Yeah, just not the full layout though. Just
look on this. That's all people need to see. This thing like a makeshift office. Every wall is something different. Every wall is a different room.
That's actually true because like every single wall in this place is just like, damn, what the fuck else do you got? This they got like 7 different rooms in here.
But we are going to be talking about today whether college education really makes a difference. And we're gonna break down all types of different like perspectives and angles.
Yeah, spoken from 2 niggas that don't have degrees.
Yeah, I don't have a degree. Yeah, we don't have degrees now.
I mean, I went to school, but I didn't want to finish the shit.
Yeah. So now obviously we've been taught and told that. You go to school. It depends. I guess it's different for everybody from where they start at. Some people start pre-K. Some people go straight to kindergarten. I went straight to kindergarten.
I went straight to kindergarten.
Yeah.
They tried to put me in pre-K.
If I went to pre-K, I damn sure don't remember. I remember kindergarten. You do the elementary school thing. I mean, some people might even start in daycare, technically.
Yeah, I never had daycare.
Yeah.
Oddly enough.
So you start elementary school, go to middle school or junior high as they call it, and then you go to high school, and then you have like trade school, community colleges, and
trade schools. I think are so much better than colleges, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think for the right person, it would be super beneficial.
Yeah,
if you have something that you could really like learn and wouldn't mind doing. For the rest of your days or for the foreseeable future, then that is a good route to go.
Yeah, that and intern level work too.
Okay.
Like those you don't really. It depends on your situation. You sometimes you don't even need degrees for them, but you're gaining all the experience based on the level of like people that you're around.
Right, and that goes good for the resume.
It does.
So. Fast forward, 2022, world's kind of different now. You know what I mean? Yeah, you still do need like for certain jobs, you do need like a college education and whatnot. But I feel like what's starting to happen is slowly they're really moving like the requirements.
Yeah.
Because we see more and more like all the time that they're letting in people who don't have said education.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it could be a you know how they the cliche that they say it ain't what you know, it's who you know, that can play a part into it.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
But I also feel like companies are starting to do things where it's like if you can benefit them like in other ways as well, then they'll turn a blind eye if you have any, you know, deficiencies as far as like, oh, I didn't go to college. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They know you got like 1 million followers or something. You know what I mean? Like,
And if you do videos while you at work and shit, it's like, oh, you bringing revenue to the
right,
store.
right. And I feel like because social media has taken over the way that it did, I feel like it really is just like that's going to be a wave of the future.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right.
Like, to be honest, nowadays, like we have what a lot of people have dubbed YouTube University.
I am a big person that calls it that.
Yeah, I'm an advocate.
Yeah.
Like YouTube University.
YouTube you.
Yeah, and Google, same.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's so much you can learn, like from people who have the degrees, and you can take full on courses for free.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't take that into consideration for real. It's like, well, you just need to have this piece of paper. But shit, I already know how to do that.
Right.
I learned it already. The only thing I don't have is a document. That's it.
Facts.
And I think the biggest issue I always had was that when we're dealing with people who have degrees versus people who have experience, I'd prefer personally someone with experience over a degree because they haven't been in the field.
Right.
In most cases, but some of them actually have been in the field. But I'd prefer someone who has the experience, like somebody who has 15 years experience versus someone who has a 4-year degree. I'm definitely going to go and consider somebody who has that 15 years experience versus someone who just has a piece of paper.
Yeah. I guess it depends on the perspective. I feel like, and this is just me, I feel like when corporations do see that you got a degree, because even they even hire like people that got a degree, even though it's not in their field of business.
Yeah.
But with a degree, I kind of feel like what it really symbolizes is that you're teachable for a long period of time.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, I believe that wholeheartedly, to be honest.
Yeah, like, okay, well, you went to school for 4 years, you did everything your professor said, you know, all these assignments, these tedious assignments,
Mm-hmm.
you know, altered your life, you know, that was your life for a set amount of years.
Yeah.
We can bring you on. All you have to do is transition from that to this.
Mm-hmm.
And I really feel like that's what like a degree symbolizes.
Yeah, I believe that more often than not. And but not unless it's like in something that has a glaring need for degree, which I would say like a doctor or a lawyer or some shit like that.
Of course, yeah.
So those professions are understandable.
Yeah.
But if you're just talking about someone who's like, oh, you're an engineer, you're just a regular mechanic or some shit like that, and you just want to fix cars all day, or even if you're a culinary artist, and shit, like just
I feel like
with food, you don't even need it. You don't need a degree.
We all cook.
Yeah.
Now I ain't saying everybody good.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
But we all have experience.
Yeah. And then same thing with like performing arts and shit. There's people who can act better than half the niggas in Hollywood that's on the streets right now. They don't have to go to a performing arts class for it.
Right.
Like, there's niggas on TikTok that have better highlight reels than majority of your favorite celebrities.
Facts.
Like, I don't understand. But well, technically, I ain't gonna say I don't understand. I know exactly the reason as to why they do it.
Right.
But it's just like it's a very unfortunate circumstance we have found ourselves in because like we've allowed a piece of paper to be so dominant over a field in general, which is it's hard to just wrap your mind around as to why we gave this small piece of paper so much power. Same thing we do with money. It's just like you just look at it. It really holds almost no value, but at the same time, we give it the value.
Right. which is pretty much the thing about life is nothing is nothing until we make it something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's literally with everything. Like, even though we harp on like things people can say to us and people can do to us, like people can't hurt you unless you give value to what they're doing. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And that's what I'm working through myself right now. You know what I mean? Like, obviously stuff like that, but you do have to take time to keep yourself up on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, we definitely, as far as like the whole college thing, let that get away from what it's really supposed to be for. And that's supposed to be like hands-on getting experience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For whatever your major is, or whatever your minor is, or whatever
Mm-hmm.
you plan on doing. Because like that piggyback on what you were saying, as far as like the acting goes, like you can go in another direction and you can say broadcasting.
Yeah.
Like what we doing right now, this is like broadcasting.
Yeah. It's a way for people to just be able to hear your voice and shit. Like certain things like this. Like you've been doing this for God knows how long.
Yeah, and it's like you don't need I feel like you shouldn't need a degree to be on the radio.
Yeah. Because I remember you telling me the story about when you went to the radio station.
Yeah, and I'm like, I had met a friend at the street meet, and we became cool. And it turns out she worked at XM Radio, and that was downtown DC or uptown DC. I don't, Northwest DC.
Nigga, it's just DC.
Yeah,
just say DC.
DC,
Nigga.
Northwest DC, and it's like right off New York Avenue, right there. Remember, recently they made a big fuss about like a McDonald's, not a McDonald's, a Wendy's, like in the intersection had got bought.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's right across the street from that.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So, she knew like I told her about me doing podcasts and stuff like that, and that's how I found out that she worked down there. She's like, "Hey, man, come down here for a visit and stuff like that." And I'm like, cool. And I'm super excited because one, I like her, and and two, the girl that I like is inviting me to like a dream job of mine. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm like the whole time I'm on my way down there, I'm just super like excited. Like I'm like, man, I want a radio station. Like,
Nigga walking on this tippy toe.
yeah, yeah. I get to the joint, I'm sitting down there. I text her, let her know I'm here. She come down and she get me. And while we was talking in the lobby, her boss had like walked around the corner. And it was an older white dude. I mean, on the radio station, on their own executive of a radio station, so it ain't too many black people doing that. So older white dude, and I'm thinking like, all right, well, I'm gonna be cordial and professional because I don't want her to look like no certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if I ain't really trying to talk to him too much. You know what I mean? But then it turns out he like real laid back, super cool, and you can feel like the genuine vibes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so then the conversation was, so what you here? What you just stopping by to visit? He's like, and then she was like, oh well, I'm about to help Witchcom on the show. I was just gonna let him sit in, for a little while and see. And he's like, oh, what you interested in broadcasting this and that? And I was like, yeah, I do a little podcast or something, but it ain't this.
Yeah, exactly. That
Like,
shit is like
I ain't
really
even,
elaborate.
Yeah, I ain't even want to say it for real because I'm like,
because at this point it sounds like you downplaying.
yeah, like Yeah, I sit in the basement with a microphone and talk. Yeah, like
Y'all niggas sit in the studio and
like-
actually got some high quality shit up here.
I just walked in the building with it's literally like 60 satellites on the roof. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to tell him like, I mean, not do a podcast. You know, you know what I'm saying?
Like shit, nigga, we don't even see satellites on these houses.
Yeah, and they're facts. Not too many because niggas ain't fooling with DirecTV.
Nah,
the
definitely
dish.
not. Yeah,
Because we be hurting right now, all this bad weather.
no bullshit.
So he was like, yeah, was you in the broadcast and stuff like that? And I was like, being on the radio, that's like always been like one of my dreams that at least that I've developed later on in life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh yeah, it's like it just it's like it bring you on. How you sit in a couple of shows, and he's like, you went to college? I was like, nah. He was like, I can't bend the rules like that. I know we could. You know what I'm saying?
Probably could.
Yeah, and I felt like under different circumstances, because what I've learned since then is like when you when you talk business with a lot of business people, you got to be aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was so laid back, and I let him get away with saying like, oh, if you could just I can't bend the rules like that. Like if I would have been like, nah, but you know what I'm saying? Just one time, you know what I'm saying? Let me slide and get my own, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, he's like, get you some experience, And he's like, come back a year or so from now, and you never know what could happen. So I'm like, dang, I'm really gonna go to school for broadcasting.
Fuck no.
Yeah, then that's what it came down to. Even to this day, like I think I've been looking around for like not school, but at least like certificates that I can get.
Yeah, it's just like you just want any type of paperwork to show up.
And it's sad because I feel like people would tell me all the time, like I got a couple bros, people that I don't know that's close to me, like when they listen to our podcast, it's like, yo, y'all got really nice voices, you know what I'm saying? I could hear y'all on the radio. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. It's kind of like it's endearing when you hear people really appreciate the shit that you do.
Right.
And then the compliment that you can get when someone will actually compliment your voice and also compliment like your entire body of work.
Right.
It's amazing.
It's dope.
But if you hear that from just a regular Joe Schmo, it's sort of like, well, yeah, that's a great feeling. But then if you was to hear that from like you said, one of the executives and some shit like that,
right?
It's like, damn. Okay, hold up, we got some here.
Yeah.
But it's sad that we have to go to that length and shit to feel like somewhat appreciated.
Yeah, just it's fake validation.
Yeah.
And at least for me, I know that I pretty much worked on this, now. But for me, it would be like I'm pretty even when it comes to that type of stuff. I'm pretty even killed anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like you saying something, and then the president could tell me the exact same statement. It's not going to mean more coming from him just because he's the president.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just that he got like the resources.
Exactly. That's the reason why.
All right. So people got to put on the front like it means more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's like, we got the chance to make this happen. Because that's why you see like a lot of things, like a lot of people start off doing something and then they just magically like break up.
Yeah.
Because this stuff was never really genuine. People just saw an opportunity like, I could just like get on for a little while, then go my own separate way.
Yep. And they hit you with, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yeah, yeah. And that's another thing, especially in our community, where it's like, and we just had a whole conversation about 1A, 1B.
Yeah, before the podcast.
Yeah. So it's like people won't even settle for that.
Nah.
Like it ain't
Niggas, they just want to be number one.
right.
It's
Like it ain't no. Like I've been a part of a group where I felt like it was a 1A, a 1B, a 1C, a 1D, and a 1E. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I guess certain niggas just got experience.
Mhm.
Like we had this conversation a long time ago. I was like, bro, I'm cool having other alpha dogs around. I would like to wake up sometimes and be like, oh, I know such and such taking care of this. Cool.
Yeah.
Or such and such out handling this business deal. I could be chilling working on some type of craft or something.
Yeah, because when you dealing with multiple people that want to get shit done, that makes so much of a difference because you're not worrying if someone else is going to be lagging behind.
Right.
And I tell you, like, I've been on the receiving end of that. Like, you do not want to be the one who's doing majority of the work while the others just sit back and do nothing.
Or the bare minimum.
Yeah, I was technically like that in school. I didn't want to do shit
Yeah,
because I didn't care about school. That was my thing.
I've freelanced through a few group projects. Put my name on it.
Yeah.
I think we all been there.
Bro, especially if it was like in a group you really ain't want to be in for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just like, all right, I'll put in my 2 cents here
Yeah.
and all that shit. Maybe
Or it's
eventually.
just a project that, come on, I'm not trying to do this.
Definitely.
Because if it's something I love, I could shoulder a project.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, go ahead, do your thing. All right, I got it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all fucking it up anyway.
Exactly. I got my vision. Y'all
Right.
niggas stay over there. We about to get this A.
Yeah, something like that. Because I've been a part of a couple group projects like that too. Yeah. I remember I think I was in like the 11th grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had Miss Audie.
Big body Audie.
Big body out, yeah. And I love Miss Audie too. We friends on Facebook now and everything. We had to do like a little project. We had to pair up with like one other person or whatever. And I think the assignment, it was something like you had to call the other person. You basically had to interview the other person. And then you had to like make some highlights from their life, describe what kind of person they was. It was like just a fake little camaraderie type of project. You know what I'm saying? And so when she was like, you know, everybody can go ahead pick your little partner or whatever. You know, everybody flocked to like their friends and all that.
Bruh.
So she was like, once everybody was sitting next to who they partnered up with, she was like,
She switched all over.
she was like, nah, y'all know I'm not about to do this. Everybody not, you already know your best friend. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in the joint like, oh, this is easy money. You know? I ain't even got to call a nigga. Like, I know the highlights. I know, you know what I'm saying? What kind of person he is. Like, so she was like, everybody go back to their original seats. And then she went like down the road and the first 2 names, y'all partners. Second 2 names, y'all partners. And so I got paired up with her name, Erin. And it's funny.
Aaron Bauer.
Yeah. And it's funny because Erin was like 4.0, right?
Oh, nigga.
And I'm like, I'm class clown, basically.
Oh, shit.
So
Polar opposite.
So when she called, hers is Bauer and I'm Blackman. So we got paired up together or whatever. So it was like, once she was like, all right, Aaron Bauer, Avery Blackman, Aaron was like, I'm not working with So me, the dudes sitting like around me, we all started like laughing and stuff like that. And I was like, I said, why you don't want to work with me? This is gonna be an easy A, you know. She was like, Miss Audie, I beg you, please.
Damn.
Can I but people wasn't
Try to avoid you like the plague, nigga.
like I had an F or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, we all got good grades here. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was a jokester, that this was the time where like people ain't understand like just because you was a jokester didn't mean you had bad grades. You know what I mean?
True.
And we joked, but we still did our work. So it's like, she's like, I beg of you, can I get anybody else? Like, skip his name and whoever the next name is, I take or whatever. So I was like, Dad, what'd I do to you? Did I kill somebody in your family or something? Or what? And she was like, you joke around way too much, because she like super serious and whatnot.
Nigga, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So Miss Audrey's like, nah, just somehow, some way get it done. He not as bad as you think. He just a knucklehead. You know what I'm saying? And so, we exchanged numbers, and we talked twice that week. And we talked that Friday, and we talked again that Sunday to put the whole project together. And ever since then, we've been like great friends. You know what I'm saying? And oh yeah, this is way better than I thought it was gonna be. Like, damn, son, calm down.
Yeah. Bro. Like, she was one of those ones, like, she had to warm up to you.
Yeah, I ain't know that. All I seen was 4.0.
Yeah, I mean,
So when I heard the name,
I didn't know her that well, but at the same time, like, she get that personality that she gave off, like, it was very blatantly obvious.
yeah, I heard that name. First thing I thought in my mind, I said, yep, A+. Yep,
Right.
I'm getting A+. You know what I'm saying?
She strives for excellence.
Yes. But she thought I was about to be on some you do the project type. I'm gonna just put my name on it type.
Yeah.
Nah, Slim, I can work, son. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this A together.
Like, what class was you said, Ms. Audie?
Yeah, it's English.
Yeah, English and shit.
Mhm.
So what was the project?
It was like I said, it's like some fake little camaraderie project, because we literally just like had to. She had like I think it was like 10 questions she wanted us to ask each other, and then from the 10 questions we were supposed to make like some type of little, I forgot, some highlight something where we supposed to make, like, not make up, but take some fake defining moments from the person's life, and as to why they became like one of the characteristics that we gave. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So it was technically like an interview.
That's what I said. Yeah, we had to interview each other. Yeah. So
Like,
it
no,
was.
it was like after hearing all of that, I kind of like forgot the whole project.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, that was like, that was tough, but
Yeah, that sounds fire, but it's
it was
just like,
good times.
man, I don't think I would have been able to focus enough for it.
Think so?
Yeah, because when I was in school, I didn't care enough.
Oh, okay.
Like, I hated everything about school, which is odd because if you see me in person, very well spoken. I'm somewhat, if you want to call me educated, I am. So you would think that I would be like an A+ student, but no, I was horrible as a student. Like, I was struggling to get a 225.
Okay.
And so I think like the situation that you were in with Aaron, I think that would have been more believable had it been me.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I was you as a knucklehead, niggas just assume you had like ease and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even I would probably classify myself as somewhat like knuckleheadish. I mean, I was a jokester. I used to joke around quite a bit, but I was also somewhat to myself too. So
Oh yeah.
it was like somewhat of a hybrid.
Yeah, I wasn't a hybrid in high school.
Yeah.
I was like social.
Yeah, I was like I was whatever moment I was a part of.
Yeah. I was super. Whatever class we in, this is my class. or even if I was being like, sit down in class. All right, y'all, I'll be the entertainment for this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit, I would end up in classes with niggas like fucking like PJ or some shit, and it's like it's kind of difficult to sort of just stay in the whole lane of, oh yeah, this my class and some shit. This nigga on the basketball team, everybody know this nigga name and shit. I mean,
Oh no, but with niggas like that, it's like that's different. You know, because that would be like with me, that would be like the equivalent of like being in class with like Demetrius or something.
yeah.
Yeah, he got it when it comes to that. But as far as like entertainment wise, this my shit.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't jump out into the truly into the entertaining bag until I got to what, I ain't. It wasn't even a grade. I had graduated after. By the time I really got into the whole entertainment bag.
Yeah. Okay. Better late than never. You just like was entertaining when we were still there.
I mean, I was in a sense. I hadn't really like gotten to.
It's too many of us in the way. That's all it was.
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't that.
It
Nigga,
was.
was not. No. Nah, nigga. It was.
once you be like, yeah, 30 niggas gone. I got to step up now.
even as a senior, I wasn't that. Like, I mean, I was still. I was still funny. I still had my moments where it's just like, yeah, I'm cool. Everything is fine. I can joke around. I can laugh and all that other good shit. Crack some jokes. But at the same time, it was more like I'm still to myself.
Right.
And that my coming of age didn't happen until like maybe later on. Once I think like after like I turned like 19, 20, some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I started to joke around a little bit more, make fun of people and shit like that. And then I sort of like jumped out of my bag. Well, I'm not even say jumped out of my bag, but like sort of jumped out of my shell a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So that was what I needed. Y'all got glimpses of what I was trying to be in senior year and all. Well, I mean, my junior year because y'all was seniors around that time.
Yeah.
Y'all got glimpses of that because I was around people who was somewhat like-minded.
Right. Good time.
Yeah, definitely good times. Yeah. Shit over in that corner, man, every
gym.
morning.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
Cross from the gym.
Yep, every morning. Nigga.
Get off the bus. Let me stop at the bathroom. Make sure everything's straight right quick. Don't need nothing. Don't need no crooked nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. Yeah, because you right there by the RTC Little Jones shit.
Yeah.
Top walk past. Colonel Turner walk past.
Or niggas is joning. Like, niggas, anything crooked, and they gonna see it. As soon as you cut the corner. Boy, that collar, you know.
Yeah. Yo, niggas just stay trying to get on you because you always wear your jacket all year round and shit.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you know you hot as fuck out here. It be like July.
And the do rags and do rags and Mike Jones. And, okay, y'all.
The niggas that call me Mike Watts in 9th grade.
Oh yeah, see you got it too. Like I was doing my shit way before Mike Jones even came around, but for some reason it just don't matter. I guess you just show up with a do rag. Oh Mike Jones, I'm like, come on, Slim. Oh niggas, nothing like this. I wear fitteds and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, call me one of them New York, call me Cameron or somebody. Why I can't get that?
Because you ain't have his size, his stature.
Yeah,
that was the thing.
Mike
like
Jones,
you fit more to Mike Jones mold because you were stocky and you also had the like somewhat of the same facial structure.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a dime. That's top of the line.
Yeah, or walking down the hall and a nigga start 281 330. You know, that type of. That was before we get back on subject. That was like my favorite type of joining though. Like the random, you think you walking down the hall by yourself or something, and then somebody just come out of nowhere. Like, I think I was like in the 12th grade, and I never forget because I know, like you said, we used to meet up at that little same spot every morning, and I got off the bus, and you know how you got walk past like. It's that little small hallway that lead to like the classroom where like Misapi used to teach at.
Yeah.
And then you just keep going, and it's like the vending machines on the left.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I glanced to the vending machines and I ain't see nobody and shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. And then I see niggas like standing right at the little spot. So I'm like, all right, cool, niggas here. Boom, it's about to be. I got like halfway to like where niggas were standing at, and all I heard was, "Oh God!" And I look up, and it's Kenny and shit, and I'm like, yo, niggas just won't take a day off. Like,
nope.
Yeah. Oh God. Like, damn, like you just. And then it'd be the worst because when you get caught off guard, you don't got the Jones ready. You know what I'm saying?
You don't. That's why you gotta keep that shit ready like you're a goddamn in a western film, nigga.
Facts. Yeah, good analogy. Man, oh shit, this nigga about to get me. I ain't even thought about nothing for this.
Quick
nigga.
Draw McGraw. I play. Hey yo, cause like I know we went over this once before, bruh, but. When you in high school around here, you gotta be like Clint Eastwood with your shit.
Yeah.
Like,
24/7.
exactly. So you gotta wake up in the morning expecting a nigga to fire you up or try.
Like, as soon as you step out the house, like, that's when the switch should flip on.
Mm-hmm.
God gotta be up. You're like, all right, as soon as I get to the bus stop, I don't know if niggas might feel a certain type of way today. You know, niggas riding past on other buses. You know what I'm saying? Boy!
Yeah. And that be the worst, the niggas that say some shit and they driving home. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Yeah, just take the L.
Yeah.
Take the L and shit.
So, and this, don't let it be dressed down day. Now they giving niggas ammo.
Yeah. Spirit week.
And then
End of the year.
niggas couldn't really say nothing for Bama Day because that's what niggas was trying to do for Bama Day.
Still would get fired up. We still firing niggas up and down. I'm supposed to be just like this. Yeah, you should have thought about it. You should have thought about it. It's part of the package.
Yeah. It's like they knew what the fuck was going to happen and shit. It was like, all right, fuck it. Nah, bro. I didn't really participate in Bama Day because I knew for a fact that nigga would try some shit like that.
Yeah, I ain't do Bama Day.
Like, even though I was like, all right, it's just Bama Day, deep down in my mind and shit, I knew niggas was going to try that shit.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, because like you said, niggas stay on one every single second of the day when they, like, from the time they wake up to the time they go to sleep, they prepared to fire nigga up.
Like, bro, y'all niggas don't have bad days. Y'all niggas don't feel like,
Nothing.
y'all not have days where y'all just don't feel like talking. Like,
So niggas be depressed, full on, like, almost to the brink of destruction type depressed.
Crying.
And yeah.
and try to fight, still try. Boy, them joints. I'm about to buy you up, Slim.
no bullshit,
Right.
bro. Tears still in his eyes and shit.
Wiping his tears. Boy, them Jones tatties. Them Jones fake as shit, boy. That nigga leaning on them Jones. That nigga doing a layup.
Yo, it was like somewhat of an iconic joke and shit. Like, you got on the Gordons, them ain't the Jordans.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Slim.
Yeah.
Like, even the generic shit, like, it still hit regardless of who said it.
Yeah. I think like a lot. I think like a lot of the Jones really hit because we just was together just trying to have a good time,
Mm-hmm.
and that was just niggas having fun and shit.
Yeah, like the ones that didn't take it too seriously normally ended up in a situation where it just didn't bother them whether they whether they was losing or not. But even though they wanted to keep that reputation,
Yeah.
like if they got fired up, they ain't gonna leave that shit down,
Right.
regardless of who the fuck it is, bro.
Facts.
Like, if you spawn with a nigga that you know is like a top tier nigga, all right, then let it slide. But if you a lower tier nigga, it's no. That's a dent in your reputation.
Yeah. John risky with niggas too.
Yeah, because it be niggas that don't even really be saying nothing and shit that really got jokes for real.
Or because of who it is and because who you are, a lot of people just want to see you lose and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas used to
Hyping my man up and shit. He
Yeah.
said the most generic shit. Man, still saying your mama jokes from like 1967 and some shit like that. Nigga still
whoa!
still playing a dozen.
Fire this nigga up, yo.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all.
Like, nigga, that shit wasn't even funny. And then that just make you not even want Joe no more.
Yeah.
It's like, y'all niggas just want the nigga to win.
And then you lose because you done quit. Now you done quit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
It's like, man, I ain't fucking with y'all no more. You can't even go in that classroom no more.
man. Y'all niggas bias this shit out this job.
Yeah, no bullshit, bro. It's like battle rap.
Yeah, it's exactly what it's like.
Like certain crowds and shit you don't fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
That's why some of the best sessions and shit happen during the lunch periods and shit, because you almost got an unbiased crowd.
Yeah. And even if some people are biased, it's just too many people for everybody to be biased.
Yeah, like not everybody gonna be on the same page.
Yeah. And this happened in battle rap too, is that niggas, even if niggas is super biased, especially with jokes, you can't deny funny.
Absolutely not.
Your body can't deny funny.
'Cause it's even niggas that's firing you up. If you you can laugh at the shit that they say if they say it the right way.
Right.
I don't give a damn what it is.
And then just like in battle rap, you see niggas like niggas joning. Somebody hit like a haymaker and shit. Both of y'all get to laughing and shit. Quick little dap up and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, that one was
Or
alright. Yeah.
woo! Like, one of them jokes, bro. Hey yo, as soon as you see shit like that, you just like, all right, yeah, that nigga, he hit one.
Yeah.
He hit one.
Yeah.
Like you gotta show up now. You definitely gotta show up now.
Yeah.
So, like shit like that was common.
Yeah.
And for the fact is, like, you gotta do that shit on the fly. There's no getting around the fact that you have to be on the edge at every point in time of the day. Like there's
every class, no matter what. You never knew who was gonna come to school that day, and niggas ain't never said a Jonah a day in their life, but
nope.
All of a sudden, one of to try it.
Yep, no bullshit, bro. And it be wild sometimes when the ones that don't really say nothing will initiate sometimes, which throws me off.
That I kind of feel like people just wanted to. They just wanted to experience. Like they probably was having a bad day.
Yeah,
I know something make me laugh. They know they gonna get fired up. it be the like the type of people where you got to like double checking out. Like, bro, you sure you want to do this, bro? You know,
yeah.
You know, like, you sure you just said what you just said? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you still got time to take it back,
right? I'll let you slide, bro. But if you sure, then hey, it is what it is,
man. I'm sorry, bro. Like, certain ones and shit, like they just got it coming to them.
That's true too.
Cause it's one thing to try somebody, but it's another thing to expect yourself to win, and then you get arrogant.
Oh yeah.
Like if a person hit like one haymaker, then all of a sudden they think they the shit, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh nah, I wasn't really that good. I should have stopped when I was ahead and shit. Nah, bro, it's too late now.
Yeah, once you land a haymaker, you gotta try a job like in the event. So that way, because it's crazy how Jonah and battle rap is so close. Because a nigga could be getting beat on in a battle, but if he say like some shit that make the room go crazy, that Jonah go from being like 3-0 to debatable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah,
definitely to debatable.
Yeah, like just that fast though. So it's like that's why you get ahead, you gotta hurry up. All right, y'all, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go to class. Nah, boy, I'm other. You know, they can follow you to class trying to buy you up.
Well, no, boy. Those are niggas that can't take a loss. Yeah. It's like they gonna keep going the rest of the day till you get annoyed and quit.
Yeah. But to spin it back. All right, so look. This is how we gonna segue back to the college, right? if you think all of us would have went to college, you think college would have been the same way? I don't think it would have been the same way.
Nah, it wouldn't have.
Yeah, I don't think niggas would be like super Joni in college. I don't know. It depends on what we went though.
Well, yeah, that too. Because if we go to like PG Community College, some shit like that,
or Howard University, or
yeah, something like that. Yeah. If you're in an atmosphere that is friendly to it,
right,
then sure, I believe that it would be possible. However, if we're in an atmosphere where it's like predominantly people who don't really like follow the same like mindset. So if you were going to a predominantly white school or some shit like that,
fuck around, get hung.
Hey yo, chill. This nigga said, "Hey yo, chill, fuck out." Nigga, Black History, but right around the corner. So this nigga, fuck around.
Well, by the time we drop this, it'll be Happy Black History Month.
Did you have to say it like that?
Yeah.
Happy Black History Month.
Black History Month. 28 days. Or is this a leap year? This ain't a leap year, is it?
I don't know, nigga. I don't keep up with the days.
Yeah.
Nigga, it just...
I need to look up, like, how do you... Like, who was making the calendar? I was like, every 4 years, February gets an extra day. And I ain't trying to hear nothing about the sun either. Because I know that's what people are going to say.
I don't
sun
know.
and stars and all
that. I don't know, bro. That shit it's weird.
Yeah. And how do we not add days in for, like, all this daylight saving time we've been on? We've been saving daylight and all this type of stuff. How we don't add extra days in for that?
Hey, what the fuck we saving that for?
Yeah. Well, we knew the sun would explode, so luckily we saved 1 million years worth of daylight. Never fear.
We frugal with the daylight.
saved a lot of daylight.
Hey, yo, chill,
All
bro.
them times I was complaining about it getting dark early, but you're happy now, aren't you?
You still get to live, you son of a bitch.
Nah, that's the only thing I can think of and shit. I have no idea.
Eh,
We're gonna save daylight. Now, how do you get the sun to comply?
I don't know. Maybe it's just it was automatically doing that, but the thing is, like nowadays,
Gotta give an excuse.
yeah, definitely give it an excuse.
Give it a
Was
reason
to
and
build
shit.
something around it? It's like the equivalent of having a good player in football. Like you're not building a team around the guy. I mean, you're building a team around the guy. You're not necessarily building a team just because. You're
Right.
building around this nigga.
Right.
Like this is your focal point.
I mean, why not just keep it real? Like, if we, because the thing is, you can't lie about it in Alaska.
The thing is, niggas just scared to say they don't know. That's the thing. Like people are so scared to say they don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm like, you can't. Alaska, they lose sunlight for like 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Let me guess. That's the daylight saving premium. Like,
Hey yo.
yeah, we're gonna hold on to this for 6 months. You know, like. I
So,
don't think I can even live nowhere where the sun.
nah,
don't come
these
up for
niggas
6
just
months.
cheap. Ain't no
Yeah.
bullshit.
If we can't afford sunlight, going forward, you'll have it for 6 months, and that's it. If you want more, pay for it.
Hey, hey, we got DLC sunlight.
Sunlight, though.
Hey yo, that's some wild ass shit.
They was like during the wintertime, don't be getting dark at like 1 o'clock and all that. Like
Nigga, how do you even go to school?
1 p.m. You at lunch is getting dark.
Damn, I couldn't even finish my sandwiches, dog, outside.
No bull.
So these niggas gotta start going to school in the middle of the night and shit, like 4 in the morning and shit.
Still be dark. All right. Some probably just come up, show face. All right, y'all. You know.
Be like SpongeBob. All right, I'ma head out.
But back to the educational thing. You know, we tend to get off topic.
A lot.
Yeah, but it's all good. That's what we here for.
Yeah, bro. Like you said, ADHD podcast in full effect.
Yeah. So I really just felt like the whole degree for like broadcasting and stuff, we really don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nigga, we've been doing this shit since 2020.
right.
Well, you've been doing it longer, but this
Right.
whole podcast, this PDN shit been going on since 2020.
Right. And I'm like, and then on the radio, it's like you got like breaks that we don't even get. Like, we don't get commercials, or we not playing songs. 18 jams in a row, or whatever the WPGCO don't was. You know what I'm saying?
5.5.
Yeah, like you know how sweet I be on the radio. Like, I just talk for like 10 minutes and then play 18 songs in a row.
Yeah. Like this is consistent. We talking for hour and a half about topics, and then it's
We got podcasts that's like 4 hours long.
yeah that we ended up having to break apart.
Right, but it was recorded in one clip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and there was days where we recorded like 4 or 5 things in a day.
Right, and it's like that be like the radio shows. That be they shifts. Oh yeah, 4 to 8, but they got commercials. They got songs. The thing where they talk about a topic, have people calling in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like they have, to be honest, it's a lot of filler.
Right.
So we technically don't get that opportunity.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's only 2 of us, majority of the time, and sometimes 3 with Mark, like, and be able to come up with significant amounts of dialogue
Right.
on a consistent basis.
Radio stations be like West Pod. I know West Pod got like 5-6 people in this little junk.
You get so many different perspectives.
Yeah, but
And
you know how easy like a 4-hour show would be if we had 6 people.
Man, we could run that shit up. Shit, we could run that shit up. No bull.
Yeah, like oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really feel like we're just in a time right now where it's so many ways to make like not just money, but there's so many ways to make like generational wealth.
Yeah.
you know, people got the YouTubes, like you said, university, and the stuff just happens like so quick.
Yeah.
Like you'll make a video and you'll wake up tomorrow, damn, a million views.
Yeah, now people are following you and shit. You got a chance to make money on your own.
Yeah, do different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What's today? Today's Sunday, and we talked about this last time we was over here. The Quinta B chick, Quinta Brunson.
I don't even remember that.
She went viral a long time ago, and it's funny because I just used the GIF on Facebook earlier this morning too. She went viral on Instagram probably like not Instagram but Facebook probably like I want to say 5-6 years ago, and it was a video clip of her like standing next to the dude in the movie theater, and the dude kept ordering stuff off the menu. You know the cliche is like everything in the movies be super expensive, so he was like ordering candy, and then she had like looked up at him, and then he ordered like a popcorn. And then she had like a little look on her face. And then he ordered like a little pizza or whatever. And she was like,
Oh, I think I know you talking
yeah.
about,
And then he was like, yeah, let me get the nachos and all that. And she was like, or whatever. Then he was like, and let me get a large soda. She was like, oh, Lord, he got money. You know what I'm saying? And she ended up going viral. So she got a show on ABC, on NBC. ABC. One of them. It's called Abbott Elementary.
Wow.
Yeah, and she's the star. She created it herself, first of all.
Which is impressive.
Very impressive. And it's like it's kind of like a black version of The Office.
Okay.
Except for they work at a school, and they got my boy in it. Yo, I love this nigga to death, bro. Tyler James Williams, the Everybody Hates Chris dude.
Everybody hates Chris.
Slim is gold, bruh. Like, remember we was having a conversation, and I was like, you see certain dudes on TV. Remember we talking about comedians having serious roles, and I was like, soon as you see somebody, your mind is already fixing to laugh. As soon as I see him on the screen, bro, like I'm ready because I know I know it's foolery. I know he about to.
Yo, he was on The Walking Dead too. Which is funny.
Yeah,
honestly. But the thing is, he did a great job in it though.
Oh yeah, he's a great actor.
But they had a meme when he died though. It was like, everybody ate Chris. I was like, yo, wow.
Yeah, and that's Everybody Hates Chris is one of my favorite shows. Shout out to Chris Rock for that.
Man,
that was Chris Rock is an excellent comedian, but that was just something else. Like,
I don't know. Like it's something about certain people they give off the funny vibe.
Yeah,
and Chris Rock was he's one of those people. But I mean, he's sort of like revamping himself into somewhat of like a motivational speaker.
As he should. I feel like at a certain age, you need to give back somehow, some way. It doesn't have to be money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing it for years, but it's like nowadays it's just more. And he just broadened his horizon.
Because it's less comedy.
Yeah,
like it's. I can speak motivational, but because I do a lot of comedy, people are going to take in that because I do that more. But as I'm creating a balance for myself, now I see it starting to even out.
Yeah,
because you're not getting like.
I remember when you were still struggling with that.
Right. But now it's a common medium, and I think people finally have like accepted it. You know what I mean? Because like I'm just not gonna put out as much comedy.
Yeah, which is like neither have I. Like,
right.
I mean, but I was never really seen as just the goofier guy anyway.
And plus, from day one, your plan was never to just stick with the comedy anyway.
Yeah, that was true.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, yeah, I get it. We're funny. Thank you. Appreciate it. Love it. But I want y'all to see this.
Yeah, more to me than that.
Yeah. And it's just like people ignore. Okay, I'm just gonna drop less comedy.
Yeah,
y'all gonna get this shit one way or another. You know, I'm not gonna get this serious.
I'm gonna bombard the shit out of you, bro.
Yeah, like you could try to like ignore all you want. I know people need this free therapies, man,
Yeah.
and I can tell by the views. People won't comment directly on the status like on Facebook, but the views go up, and that's cool. I just want people to see it.
Yeah. The same thing that goes with the little transparency post that I be making.
Right.
And the funny thing is, like, I don't know if this 100% true, but I've just been seeing it more often than not. I've been seeing people do more transparency posts.
That is true. And I forgot who did one the other night. And I said, damn, Mike got niggas out here. I said, wasn't nobody really doing transparency posts. And I seen Mike been like consistent with his. And now, but that's normally what happens. I forgot who it was. I said, damn. Soon as I ain't even read the post. I just seen at the top. Like, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
I said at the top, I said transparency post. And I said, damn, Mike got niggas out this joint. Copying this format, though. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm not going to even take credit for that, but what I really just wanted to do, I wanted people to, like, have more of an idea of wanting to, like, be more, like, open with themselves as well as with others.
Mm-hmm.
And I always I appreciate people more when they're open as to when they're just closed off and choose not to say anything, because I used to be the same way, and then I had to realize there's a reason why people don't want to talk to you.
Right.
Because you don't want to say shit.
Right.
So doing that made me want to just, like, I actually learn more about myself, and I feel better once I do transparency posts, once I finish writing them, because I get a chance to, like, at least release certain things that people don't know about me, but I also get a chance to dig within myself in order to actually understand more about myself. But the initial concept of it, I just wanted people to just not necessarily just emulate, but I just wanted them to feel the same type of feeling that I feel when I do it. But even if it's not directly related to, like, them doing it because they saw some shit that I did, but I just wanted them to just do it in general, just make it a norm to be open.
But you have to be genuine too, though.
Yeah,
I feel like that's not really being genuine. Like I get what you're saying, but come on now, like, that's just too big of a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, and it's like, it's kind of hard to explain without coming off as just like trying to chalk it up to like, damn, niggas is just riding, you know, niggas is sucking you off right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's
like, I try not to look at it that way.
I know, but it's like, I'm like, bruh, nigga been doing this shit for so long, and now somebody could read it and be like, yeah, you know what, everything that you just said is true. I need to be more transparent with myself, but there's other ways to do it, like, instead of just literally, like, at least change it up or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least, like, I'm like the only thing that's different is like the story.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then you never know. I might fuck around and somebody might accidentally copy and paste that one time. You know what I'm saying?
Like, the funny thing is, I think I know the person you're talking about who did it.
I can't remember who
because
it
it
is.
said on the top, it said transparency post, and I thought to myself, as soon as I saw it, I was like, wait a minute, I do that.
Yeah, it's a few people though. Like, it ain't just one. It's like a couple people.
Yeah, but the
like,
thing is, like, I know that I'm not the originator of it though. That's what makes it so easy for me to just
technically it's a lot of stuff we don't originate. But the thing is, like, and I forgot what podcast we was doing, but it was a few podcasts ago, and I don't know if it was the New Year's joint or it was around the New Year's time though. And remember, I was saying, like, I was like, you know, I didn't make up, like, to piggyback on what you're saying, I didn't make up doing TikToks.
No.
But grown men doing TikToks wasn't looked upon around here as something that they should do.
Yeah.
Whereas though, fast forward now, almost every nigga around here does TikToks.
Yeah. Which is it's a good thing to somewhat broaden your horizon a little.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I looked at it a certain way when it first came out, but nowadays it's more along the lines of just like you do it, you do it, you don't, you don't.
Right. But that's what I was saying from day one. Or people inquiring like, damn, bro, you like, damn, you be getting paid off that, this and that. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like you was expanding your horizon. Like you're not like what I said earlier. I'm like, bro, niggas is like basically giving away money. You just got to go out and get it.
Yeah. Just living in a box. It's like
Yeah. It's like, man,
it's difficult for like certain people, like once they get stuck in their ways for like their belief system, they it's sort of like difficult for them to like branch out and accept something different. But once they see that it's profitable and they see someone else succeeding at it, that's sometimes.
Or a nigga just making it look cool.
Yeah, and
that should be looking cool.
And sometimes that's all it takes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the same way you see how my transparency posts were, and same thing you see how your TikToks were. Like,
yeah,
it's just you just have to see someone doing something that, in a positive light. It's not like, oh, they're bragging about, oh shit, I got this, I got that, you ain't got shit and all that. Like they don't come off as arrogant.
Yeah, that's true too.
And they don't like sort of what deter you away from it because they're technically just saying you can never do it.
Yeah, that's true too.
Like it's all about the approach, and you took the approach of someone who really just wants the best for everybody.
Yeah, and I'm having fun.
Yeah,
like Slim. y'all say niggas ain't supposed to be on here. Then why in the world is all these supermodels on here just waiting to work with you, waiting to do the little duets, the little side by side video?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like, bro, like, okay, y'all don't want to be on here, fine. I'm like, and they friendly, like they like what? Y'all tripping? What? Y'all don't get up on here? Y'all don't get on here?
Shit.
Yeah,
it be like that sometimes and shit.
Yeah.
And I keep like joking around, be like, man, I probably create a TikTok one every, like, I think maybe a while down the road or some shit like that. Cause I'm still straddling the fence on this shit.
It would be beneficial.
The thing is, I don't do shit for it. That's the thing. I don't
short films. Because TikTok. Now you got to think. We had this conversation a long time ago.
We had.
So TikTok has evolved
Since then. It's like
it's
like Vine at one point.
Yeah. Back then,
them niggas was goats.
10, 15 seconds. Now, you can upload 3-minute videos on TikTok. You know, the only thing that
shit, the 4 of a kind page, just jump on that shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we could. The only thing, that's the only thing. Like I just be like on the fence about like making another account. You know what I mean?
You talking about the 4 of a kind shit?
I mean for a TikTok, yeah. Cause I'm like, damn, that's another grind that we starting up. And now if everybody, if we was to like recruit a couple of more like official people and everybody would take turns trying to help build it up, then I would be all for it. Like if Mark was to help try to, the problem comes in, transparency statement. The problem comes in is because, let's take like the first rendition, right? When it was me, you, Sonny, and Eli.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Eli. And
definitely shout out to him.
It was like everything started off kind of even, but then it became a situation where it's just like, okay, such and such not really on social media right now, which is cool. and then somebody else would drift off social media. Like let's take Mark like for example. Mark doesn't really do social media.
Mm-hmm.
So while we're trying to build up a social media, that's one less person to help out. So that's putting the burden on. First and foremost, it's going to be us two, and we already shouldering a lot of other stuff.
Quite obviously.
Right. So it's like another thing on top of that. I'm just like, yo, if nobody's really going to help out, then like that's why I'm kind of like, I like hold off on it.
Yeah, understandable. I probably, like I said, TikTok is more along the lines of just, yeah, I'll do it eventually, but
I think it'd be
as of right now, it's just like,
beneficial.
I got other shit to do, man. I already told you all the shit that I got planned out.
But TikTok, that's like you said, it's like Vine though. That's quick. It's quick hitters. I could. If I'm up for it, I can get on TikTok. I can make like 7-8 TikToks in probably like an hour. I ain't gotta get on TikTok till I ain't been on TikTok in like almost 3 weeks now. You can make 7 or 8 little quick jumps, and you can upload them every other day or every other 2 days, whatever you want to do. But me, I take like more of the, since because then you're gonna have to get on TikTok and upload the video, all that hashtags. I upload all 7 to 8 at one time on TikTok and then spread them out on Instagram. I mean, I just feel like it'll be beneficial to you with the short films.
Yeah, you've been telling me this for a long time. It's like, but you know, I'm somewhat stubborn in certain aspects.
Yeah, like the Squidward looking out the window.
Yeah,
that SpongeBob and Patrick.
Yeah, bro. It like I said, I have a whole lot that I'm working on now. It's just like, I write.
Could put the poems up there.
Nigga, do you know how difficult that would be?
It wouldn't. Like you could put the tracks like from the album. You could put that up there. All the other albums that you already did.
Nigga, that's hey yo. I still remember like you told me like your favorite little jump from the first album.
Yeah,
was,
the blues.
My body right on the blues.
Shit. On the blues, yeah. Oh, it's on that classic right here.
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorites.
Yeah,
and
put them Jones up there. Like I'm telling you, bro. All it takes is because you know TikTok algorithms on TikTok are different than they is on other social media.
Yeah,
like
because
you'll fuck around and have 5 followers and can still get like 1,000 views or something like that.
That's true.
Yeah.
I've seen how well yours been turning out, which is deservedly so.
Appreciate that.
No problem, man. You know, always got to show the support where the opportunity arises and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do want to mention this because it's like another cool spot in my moment. Now, I haven't posted that on Instagram in a little while now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like to take my little breaks and all that.
Yeah.
So, the last video I think I posted, one of the last videos I posted, you remember the group Rough Ends?
No, I remember.
Yeah, so it's an R&B group called Rough Ends, and they came up around the time I want to say like 2000-ish. And they had like a hit song. They got a couple hit songs, but the biggest hit song, you know, no more shopping sprees, no more VIP.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You remember that song? Yeah. So the 2 dudes that did that, one of them like one of my videos the other day.
I swear.
Yeah, and I was like, and when I seen the name, I was like, why would somebody call themselves like? I seen the first name, and that was such and such of Rough Ends. I was like, why would somebody put Rough Ends? Like, who? First of all, they got to be old, because who still know about them? you know what I'm saying? And then when I went to his page, I was like, oh, this Slim. You know, I'm like, oh, this cuz. All right, cool. Like, that's dope right there. Yeah. So that's.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, shit, I be getting, like, likes and shit from people that be having, like, hundreds, thousands of followers and shit. I'm just like, bro. And that, all I be doing is just be posting the little poems and shit. And what makes this shit, like, it's so rewarding because how much work that I actually put in for it.
Right. That and it does.
Like, to be honest,